Thanks, John. Filx has been a great asset to the campus. This week, Xavier has been commemorating the 20th anniversary of the Jesuits murdered in El Salvador. This included a procession in the Brueggemann Center on the residential mall and a vigil in Bellarmine Chapel. Also, there are students heading to Columbus, Georgia as we speak today to protest the School of America. The school is responsible for training combatants from Latin America in American military tactics. Graduates from this school were responsible for the death of Archbishop Oscar Romero and the 6 Jesuits Xavier was commemorating this past week. Good luck and safe travels to all involved. On a much lighter note, we have found the answers to many questions about this year's new ticket pickup process. I caught up with Tim Conroy to get the scoop on the pickup procedure and the Crosstown Shootout.
Well, currently, the ticket pickup dates are all online, and people will reserve their spot in the arena by logging on to goxavier.com and just online reserving their tickets. And then on the day of the game, they show up and they'll get their physical seat. The reason for the move online was to accommodate all students. In the past, a lot of upperclassmen who had to work during that 1:30 Monday time slot would complain about not having tickets made available to them, especially on games when the student section would sell out. And so by having this 48-hour window, we're just sort of trying to make tickets available to all students. One major difficulty is just that it's a young system. I feel like, with the move to online, obviously it's a big change, and, it's just taking time for people to get used to it, remembering their login. Without that lining up outside of Cintas, people may not necessarily know when the dates are. So, we have them on a banner in Gallagher. So the dates have been, I think, pretty well publicized, and it's just a matter of remembering to go online. It only takes a couple minutes and reserve your place. Those tickets, sadly, they go unused, which highlights the importance of showing up because you're taking somebody else's seat. If the game sells out, there are other people who want to be there, and so you need to make that commitment to go to the games. The student section just looks awful if people don't show up.
The highlight game of the year is only a couple weeks away, and that's the Crosstown Shootout. I caught up with Tim Conroy, the president of Extreme Fans, to hear what the new regulations are for this year's campout.
Well, it's different from years in the past. We're doing a complete lottery. So currently we're taking registrations through Monday afternoon at 5 p.m. We'll have representatives in Gallagher from 12:30 to 3:30 on Monday to collect all of those tent registration sheets that we've been handing out throughout the week. The Monday after Thanksgiving, we will have our lottery drawings, and all the tent captains will be notified through email whether or not they have got a spot in the campout, which therefore ensures that they will get tickets, or if they're on a waiting list. The campout will start 11 p.m. on Friday, December 4th, which is after the Kent State basketball game. All the tents who are camping out will have already been notified, and they'll need to show up between 11 and midnight to sort of claim their spot in the campout. If they don't show up during that 1 hour window, they're out, and we move down our waiting list because we have people who are willing to follow the rules. Beyond that, half the people in your tent that you signed up with have to be there at all times. No electronics equipment except for like a computer that's not like plugged in. No electric heaters or gas-powered heaters or anything like that. No drinking. Obviously for student life issues and campus police issues, and just anything that might be a safety concern. Don't do it because if you do anything that violates these rules, one individual could get your whole tent kicked out of the campout. The campout technically ends at the conclusion of the women's Crosstown game. And I feel like that's kind of a good thing because it's getting everybody inside out of the cold. And also, it ends then. You don't have to sleep outside for another night.
Thanks, Kyle. By the way, don't forget there is a ticket pickup Monday at 1 o'clock. Check your email for the group name. Now, are you looking for something fun to do this weekend? Why don't you check out Goodnight, Desdemona? Katelynn Barnett has more information.
Want to see your 2 favorite Shakespearean tragedies turn into a hilarious farce? Well, come see Xavier Player's production of Goodnight, Desdemona, Goodmorning, Juliet, here at Gallagher Student Center Theater. The show stars Constance, played by Sarah Wheaton, who claims that Romeo and Juliet and Othello were originally comedies, and that this could be proven by decoding a mysterious manuscript. When this theory is criticized, Constance throws away all of her possessions, only to be sucked into the trash can. This takes her into a whirlwind of events, launching her into the actual worlds of Othello and Romeo and Juliet. This entertaining show promises to deliver laughs and shocking surprises. Goodnight, Desdemona takes place tonight, Saturday, and Sunday, all at 7:30 p.m. Tickets are only $5 for students. So if you're looking for something fun to do this weekend, stop by the box office in front of Gallagher Student Center Theater to purchase your ticket. I'm Katelynn Barnett with X18 News on the Muskie.
Thanks, Katelynn. I'm bummed I cannot attend because I will be watching my alma mater, the Elder Panthers, take on Anderson in the regional finals of Ohio high school football. For our next piece, today we ask, what is your favorite part of Thanksgiving? Hilary Zalla goes to the streets to find out more.
Hi everyone, welcome back to Students on the Street. Now next week is Thanksgiving, and my favorite part of Thanksgiving is the stuffing. I wanted to know what other foods Xavier students like on Thanksgiving.
I would have to say cranberry sauce because it's the most delicious and it's sweet.
My favorite meal is sweet potato pie. It's an old recipe handed down from my great-grandmother to my grandmother to my mother and eventually me.
My favorite Thanksgiving food has to be my mom's homemade pumpkin pie. I can't eat any other pumpkin pie because it's so good. It just melts in your mouth and it's just perfect.
My mom's apple pie, it's the best there is.
Really?
Sweet potatoes because it just reminds me of growing up as a kid and just eating with all my family and everything. So.
My favorite food is stuffing and mashed potatoes.
Whew! All this talk of food is making me hungry. Happy Thanksgiving, everyone. I'm Hilary Zalla, reporting for Channel X18 on the Muskie.
Hey, and we're back. Emily, what's your favorite Thanksgiving dish?
I love my mom's stuffing. We have a secret recipe that we use, and it's just great to make it with her.
I'm a fan of the pumpkin pie. Well, that's the show. That's the news for this week. Up next, we have Xavier Sports, so don't go anywhere.